Assalamu alaikum viewers. Today we will read a prayer poem. This is the poem 1 of class 10th from Tulip series. This poem has been written by a famous Kashmiri poet G.A Mehjoor. In this video, we will learn about the writer of this poem, then we will do the reading of this poem, after that explanation and some literary devices. So let's start. G.A Mehjoor. Ghulam Ahmad Mehjoor, popularly known as G.A Mehjoor, was a renowned poet of the Kashmir Valley. He was born on August 11, 1885 in the village of Mitri Gaon, Pulwama, which is located 38 kilometers from Srinagar and 5 kilometers from Pulwama. Mehjoor is also known as the father of the Kashmiri language, and he is also known as Shair Kashmir. His other notable works are Poshmate Janano. This is the collection of poems that explores the beauty of nature and the human condition. And another poem is Bage Nishat Ke Gulo. As the name suggests, Bage Nishat, this is the collection of poems that celebrates the beauty of the gardens of Kashmir. And the third one is Sahibo Sacham. This one is the collection of poems that explores the themes of love and friendship. The text of the poem. First, we will do the reading of this poem and some difficult word meanings. Prayer. Prayer means dua. The writer or the poet is making a prayer in front of Almighty. Lord, you are my hope and trust. Lead me to the way of truth. Lord means God. Here in this line, there are the two words hope and trust. What is the difference between hope and trust? Hope means desire, when we wish something, when we want something, and trust means belief, when we have belief on someone. Here, poet has the hope and also the trust on his Lord. He is asking him to lead him to the way of truth. How long shall I dwell in ignorance? Pour me the nectar of knowledge. Dwell means live in ignorance. How long I will live in ignorance? Pour me the nectar of knowledge. नेक्टर आप लोगों को पता होगा कि नेक्टर वो फूलों में होता है जिससे बीज वो मीठा रस चूसते हैं. Here we can say that nectar is a sweet drink. The meaning of the nectar in this line is sweet drink. Lend ear to my wailings and please cure me of ill and pains. Lend means listen or grant to my wailings, my cries. Crying with pain. Poet is crying with pain. And please, please means appeal. And he's at the same time appealing to his Lord for what? Cure me of ill and pains. Ill and pains which he is facing. That means all the troubles he is facing in his life. Be kind each moment to me. Let me never feel in want. Be kind to me every time and never never feel make me selfish. Never feel in want means selfish. Don't make me selfish. Save me from sloth. Save me from sloth, infirmity, and doubt. Sloth means laziness. In this line, poet is asking his God to save him from the laziness and infirmity. Infirmity means physical or mental weakness, and doubt and uncertainty. Surcharge my heart with passion, zest, and hope. Surcharge means fill. Fill my heart with passion. Zest means great enthusiasm, means great strong excitement and energy. And hope. Let me not ever chant. The chant means sing. Sleep inducing tales. Don't ever let me to sing those songs which may ignore others. Let me sing the songs which infuse life into the dead. Instead of that, let me sing those songs which will fill the life, which will fill life into the dead people. Let me sing of that which inspires people with love, and also let me sing that song which inspires the people with love and cause all bitterness and hatred to vanish. With that song, all the bitterness and hatred will vanish. You brought me to blow with earliest vernal breeze. Vernal breeze means it's a type of breeze that occurs in the spring. Let not the burning heat of summer wither me grey, and don't let the heat of the summer fade my brightness. Like dew, how long shall I wait for the first flash of sun? Awaken me with the flowers in the first stroke of dawn. Stroke of dawn means crack of dawn. In in form, I am a man; in substance, from far from humanity. In form, in shape, I look like a man, but in reality, I am far from humanity. Subject me not to trials, shame not my human form. Sub trials here means series. Shame not my human form. Forsaken by men am I, and so they call me Mehjoor. People may desert me, thus, but you don't abandon me. Desert here is the meaning of people may leave me, they may turn their back towards me, but my Lord, don't abandon me. You don't. I have nothing to do with that people, whatever they will do with me, but I only want that you should never desert me or abandon me. Now we will do the explanation of this poem. This poem has been divided into the two parts. पहले पार्ट में हम पहले पार्ट की एक्सप्लेनेशन देखेंगे, उसके बाद हम दूसरे पार्ट की एक्सप्लेनेशन देखेंगे. पहले पार्ट में पोइट अल्लाह ताला से दुआ करता है, वो उससे मांगता है सच्चाई का रास्ता. वो उसे बोल रहा है कि मुझे सच्चाई के रास्ते पर चलाओ, क्योंकि अल्लाह ताला उसकी पहली और आखिरी उम्मीद है. तो पोइट डज नॉट वांट टू ट्वेल, पोइट डज नॉट वांट टू लिव इन द इग्नोरेंस. इसीलिए वो अल्लाह ताला से मांग रहा है कि उसको वो नेक्टर ऑफ नॉलेज दे. Knowledge, that means which is as sweet as nectar. The poet praised Allah to listen to his wailing and pleas, that is, to listen to his cries and appeals, and cure him of all ills and pains, that is, all those things which trouble him. He prays to Allah to be kind to him every time and let him never feel alone and helpless. अल्लाह ताला से वो हमें यही दुआ करता है कि वो हमेशा उसके साथ रहे, उसको कभी अकेला और बेबस ना छोड़े. He prays to Allah to save him from laziness, sloth, infirmity, weak mental health and doubt, and fill his heart with passion and energy and hope. He also prays, वो इस बात की भी दुआ अल्लाह ताला से मांगता है कि उसको काहिली दैट मीन्स लेजीनेस और इससे अनसर्टेनिटी से दूर रखे, और उसको उसके हार्ट को एंथुजियाज्म, एनर्जी और होप, उम्मीद से भरे. सेकंड, in the second part of the poem, this is the continuation of the poet's prayer. Poet इसमें continuously pray कर रहा है अल्लाह ताला से. क्या कर रहा है? The poet prays to Allah not to let him chant the sleep inducing tales. वो उसको बोल रहा है कि उसको इग्नोरेंस की तरफ ना बढ़ाए, उसको ऐसे सॉन्ग्स उससे ना सिंग करवाए कि जो उसको इग्नोरेंस की तरफ ले चले। इंस्टेड इसके बदले में वो ऐसे सॉन्ग्स गाना चाहता है जो लोगों की गमों में खुशियाँ भरे, जो लोगों की ज़िंदगी में खुशियाँ भरे। ही वॉन्ट्स नॉलेज विच ही कैन स्प्रेड अक्रॉस द वर्ल्ड एंड टेक अवे द इग्नोरेंस। उसको ऐसे नॉलेज मांग रहा है जो वो दुनिया भर में फैला सके और लोगों को गुनाही से दूर ले सके। He further praised Allah to sing songs which inspire people with love and take away all bitterness and hatred. Also, he wants to sing those songs जो लोगों की ज़िंदगी में खुशियाँ भरे और उनकी जो कड़वाहट, बिटरनेस और नफ़रत वो दूर करे, उन लोगों के दिलों से नफ़रत दूर करे। In other words, he prays to bring sweetness and softness in his language so that he may spread love and take the hatred and bitterness away. Also, he wants to spread the love. He wants to language. He wants that softness in his language that may spread love and take all the hatred and bitterness away from the people. The poet prays to Allah to keep him fresh and alive like the earliest vernal breeze and not let the burning heat of summer wither him grey. Poet also asks his God to make his life like the earliest, like the very morning or summer vernal breeze, and not let the burning heat of summer wither. Wither means take away from wither means fade, sorry, wither means to fade away his or take away his brightness. He prays to Allah to awaken him with the flowers in the first stroke of the dawn. In the first, इस चीज़ की भी दुआ अल्लाह ताला से मांग रहा है कि उसको सुबह के उन गुलों में उठाना जो सुबह सवेरे खिलते हैं, सुबह पहले ही डॉन में अर्ली मॉर्निंग में खिलते हैं, उनकी तरह वो खिलना चाहता है। द पोइट says that he is a man in form but far from humanity in substance. He also says that although he looks like a man, in reality he is far away from the humanity. He prays to Allah not to subject him to trials and not to shame his human form. At the same time वो अल्लाह ताला से इस चीज़ की दुआ करता है कि वो उसको ऐसी मुश्किलों में ना डाले कि जहाँ पे उसकी इंसानियत का इम्तिहान लिया जाए और उसको अपने आप पर शर्म महसूस हो, क्योंकि वो समझता है कि वो इसके लायक है ही नहीं। वो शक्ल से इंसान तो है लेकिन वो ह्यूमैनिटी से बहुत दूर है। He says that he is forsaken by men and so they call him Mehjoor. He also says that he is very far away from the men. That is why here poet has also used his name. They call him Mehjoor, but he knows that Allah will never abandon him. In this line he said that the people have abandoned the poet, but he knows, he had the belief, he has the hope that Allah will never abandon him. This was the explanation of the poem. Now we will see some literary devices. In this poem, the poet has used some literary devices. Let's see them one by one. First literary device is imagery. Imagery. The poet uses vivid imagery to describe his desires and aspirations. For example, he wants his life to flourish with spring blossoms and be vacant with flowers in the first stroke of dawn. This is where he has used the imagery, and he also uses the metaphor. What is the metaphor? Where he compares himself. He wants the nectar of knowledge. He compares the nectar of knowledge to a sweet drink that will cure him of his ignorance. Here he compares the nectar of knowledge with a sweet drink. So we will say that here he has used the metaphor. Then there is the repetition. The poet repeats certain phrases. Where he repeats he repeats some phrases also, and they are like, "Oh Lord." He has used it several times, "Oh Lord," throughout the poem. There, in this way, he has used also the repetition. Then there is the alteration. Alteration means musical effect. He has given the musical effect. For example, he uses the sloth, infirmity, and doubt to create a rhythmic pattern. And the last one is personification. The poet personifies sleep inducing tales as something that can put him to sleep, and instead wants to sing songs that will infuse life into the dead. These were some literary devices which poet has used in this poem. So in this way we have discussed all the things. First we did the word meanings, then explanation, and then literary devices. Thank you. Have a good time.